You know, as I think about a long career and what stands out in my mind, I cannot ignore the impact that my dad had on me, and my dad was quite a bit older than me. He was really old enough to be my grandfather, but he always told me, walk a mile in somebody else's moccasins before you become too critical. And I'm paraphrasing again, a saying that has been used and reused many times, but it instilled in me a feeling of respect for everyone.
When I started with ORV, I really was looking for someone that could help guide me. And when I went down to look in the documentation, I realized that Howard Thompson was on the WBC board, and he was also in the city of Cincinnati, so it seemed natural that I would reach out to him. And when I did, he responded and, you know, became a mentor and a coach, and I personally feel like I was trained by the best.
Howard just brought such a spirit to it, that he was sought out people, he was kind, he made you feel that it was something you could really do, and he also made it you feel that it's important for you to give back as well, that you're not too small to be an advocate for all of the different women businesses out there.
But he was able to explain things that he experienced in New York and all the different stores and the different small businesses and all the people that he helped. I mean, every little store will tell me a story about.
But then the opportunity came to move supplier diversity into the purchasing arena, because up until that time it was kind of just a socially correct thing, you know, thing to do that everybody thought was the nice thing to do, etc. But now the company, and Terry Lundgren's been very clear on this, understands and appreciates that it's really a business imperative. You know, we see our customer base becoming more diverse. No question, who knows, 70% of our customers are women.
In 2009, Macy's selected us as their trade show exhibit service provider. And of course, being as dedicated to diversity as they are, they required us to become certified through WBC. And we became certified in 2010. And since then, we've continued to do work with Macy's, but also we have developed relationships with 4 other new companies, and with 3 existing companies that we work with, we began doing more work with their diversity units.
Howard came down for the luncheon, and he spent a lot of time sitting with us and our people and all the other people, all the companies that we invited, and spent time being an advocate about how we could all work together and how we should work together.
The main thing is, you know, when you're at these shows, you know, you're traveling all over the country and people are always trying to talk to you and trying to gather your time. And you're at the trade show booth, right? Howard is always at the booth. So it's interesting when you go to these national conferences and you see him, you know where to find him. He's gonna be at the booth from the time it starts to the time it leaves.
When they say that Macy's was their first opportunity, 9 times out of 10 it was because of Howard.
He also reminds me like Mr. Rogers kind of manager, extremely polite, gentleman in every way. So I miss seeing him.
It's been a ride, quite an adventure. And I would say the one thing about purchasing that I love the most, you never stop learning. You are constantly learning. Every time you talk to a different vendor or get involved with a different project, you are picking up knowledge and you're tucking that away, and at some point that's going to come into play on some future project or in some conversation that you're having maybe 2-3 years down the road. So it's always for me been having respect for others, treating people with respect, and guess what? It pays volumes in returning the good results. So, yeah.
Howard, you may be bashful and shy in front of the camera, but you are a force to be reckoned with within the corporate world. as your vendor, your corporate paparazzi, and now I am proud to call you my friend. I thank you for all that you do. And as your personal photographer, I want to offer you a little smile coaching. This is your perfect smile.